if you keep your brain completely busy with different subjects which are not of your use, your brain is going to get punctured. And punctured brain only goes into the somewhere tired. Someone will say, take drink, yaar. And drinking, you think relax, temporary relax, you are going out of your mind. Drugs, temporary relax, going out of your mind. One day, relationships, because you are not in mind, disturbed, relationship will break. Love needs peace, love needs relax, but your love is disturbed because mind is disturbed. Any one of your partner says something you will not like, there is a fight, relationship breaks. Where the love will stand? Love cannot stand with the cluster of thoughts in the brain. Today's question is from a college student aged 21 years asking that the master, nowadays in the college, all students, almost all are somewhere involved, as have become the slave for drinks or weed, smoking, drinking, physical relationships, and so on. So, how to get rid of this situation? A very burning question of today. As I come across youngs, all that in the colleges or in some professions, now drinks, drugs, and relationships have become like a common part of life, especially in the youngs. Even you see in the colleges where one is going for studying, not yet started earning, but in the study, going with the drinks, drugs, or the relationships. How one can be concentrated on his career. Because study means for the career. School and colleges, when we go, why we are going? So that our future will be good. We'll have a good job. We'll get into some business, going for an MBA. Someone wants to become chartered accountant. Somebody wants to become doctor. Someone wants to become engineer. Fashion designing. Someone wants to go for appearing some IAS exams, some bank officers exams. Someone wants to go for joining some defense forces. There is a reason behind everything. In the beginning, when one child going to the school is not the question of career. That is the routine. Routine. When one gets the age of 3 years, parents start thinking one should go to the school. No question of career comes at all. It is just a, you can say, copying of your society, copying of your previous parents, nothing else. No thought comes when a baby born, simply the one crosses the age of 3, Immediately mind comes, just admit him in some school, play school. Then nursery, LKG, KG, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, till eighth, till eighth standard, means up to 13 years of age, there is no question comes in the mind for that child that he should become doctor or chartered accountant or bank officer or minister or star. Nothing comes in the mind. Up to 13 is the copying. You can say up to 12 is the copying. Just a copy of the parents, copy of the society, nothing else. Why you are sending to school? No question comes to the mind. Only one race in the mind in the metro cities that you should have good marks, you should study, go to the tuition. No thought in the mind for his career, her career. The moment one crosses the age of 12, comes the 13, one starts thinking of which subject you will take further, science in 11th, in ninth itself. So from ninth onward, question of career comes to the parents. From 10th onwards, first exam comes and 11th science, commerce, arts. And then after 12th, only career thought comes what he or she will do in future. Now you want engineering, you want doctorate, you want forces, what you want. Accordingly, you get to the college, hotel management, fashion designing. Then after 12th, you go for some course for 4 years engineering or 5 years of your medical or your hotel management or your fashion designing degree course, travel degree course, diplomas for profession comes in the mind. Those who are intelligent, having background little of the education, the parents or the whatever guardians there, they are just talking about profession after 12th. Rest they do not know in the villages, they just say let him study. Go for BA and this without any object. They want only just let him go, degree. So intelligent people are thinking for the career after 12th. To the best college, professions, coachings in 11th, going to quota here and there for the career. Parents are sending different colleges in the country or the outside in the foreign. What actually is the purpose up to 12th is the 17 years age. From 17 to the professional study for 5 years, 4 years, 22 years when one completes first degree of profession. And thereafter, further one wants to go for MD in medical science if he had gone MBBS, for some MBA if someone had gone for some engineering college, someone had gone for CA or anything. So it takes 17 years age, 15 years till 12th, then he is studying, she is studying for professional course minimum 2 years. If some diploma, hotel management or something, a degree for 3 years, 4 years, 5. So 15 plus 3, 18 years to 21 years studying till post graduation, postgraduate degree, till MBA or MD. So studying continuously for 20 to 22 years for getting to some job, career, why, food, shelter, clothing, then marriage comes, children comes, there is many things ahead. So the main purpose of going to the school or college is career. Till 12 is the copying, nothing in mind. 13 says now one is growing up, teenage. So now when teenage starts, all the sense organs of the body starts working, sense organs. One starts that feelings with the eyes looking some face, with the ears listening some music, songs, with the tongue tasting some food, subway, pizza, burger, and with the nose smelling something, with the body touching somebody. So what happens when sense organs gets matured at the age of further say 17, earlier it was 21, now I have said 12, it has actually become 10, otherwise 12 to 17 years one's senses are matured. Now when one reaches to the age of 17, 18 comes, teenage last leg comes, teenage first leg starts with the senses going outward. Teenage last 17 comes to the complete that where if you start or you go to that state 12 to 17, you may be getting addiction of that after 17. So 12 to 17 is the age where thoughts are flowing. And the moment one goes at that junction from 17 to 18 in college, that first year itself will decide what is going to come inside you. So first year is very important of your college, academic, professional college, and then direction goes in that way. Now, if you go and study all those who had entered in college for the first year, even today they have crossed 3 years, 4 years, 5 years in colleges, all these external senses had grasped. What grasped? Very easy thing. Smoking, fashion, no benefit of smoking. Will take all smoke inside, lungs will go out. Lungs will be damaged one day. Smoking, because all friends are there, now had come to the civil uniforms, civil dresses, jean t-shirts, skirts, and in the school there was a dresses, blue top, blue bottom, in the black shoes. Now in the college there is a freedom starts now. And up to 17 maximum children are staying at home. Now after 17 they are just going away from the home. College in Chennai, college in London, college in this, college in that. So freedom comes. So in that freedom, one is not knowing about the life, what the life is, who am I, what actually is the role of my body, why I am born, and what actually the life after death. Because this is the start of journey. At 18, when one gets freedom from the family, freedom from all uniforms and limitations in the studies, now he gets little flexibility for the classes, for the clothes, for his freedom, because now parents are not there to look into, friends are there, the company is there, they are smoking, sometimes drinking, sometimes weed, drugs, and then physical relationship as opposite sex when meets. Definitely attraction will come because this is the theory of the body given by the God. It is not that one is having in the mind special. No, it is given by the God. It is the God creation. When two opposite sex meets, there is opposite sex means attractions. And when attraction comes, not bad, but enjoying the attraction, enjoying the beauty, unless you are knowing about it, how to enjoy this beauty, how to enjoy this attraction, you will be going in the depth of outer physical body, which is the saturation of your attraction. You are going to involve physical relationships because you do not have the knowledge of your this being who you are, why this attraction was made by the creator who has created you. Unless you know why I am smoking, why should I smoke, what are the benefits of it and what are the disadvantages of this, what it will make, If I take drink, what is going to happen after drink? I will lose my mind. I may go sometime to the out of sense. I am female. I am acceptal. I am acceptor. So anything can be there. If I go in relationship, someone may take photographs, someone may blackmail me, my career may be ruined. And if I am boy, just fresh from the home, someone may use, some opposite sex girl can use me, can do that, can blackmail me afterwards. Unless you have the knowledge of your being, unless you know the results of your smoking, it is the beginning of the age. Lungs are there directly hitting, bringing the cancer cells inside. If you know that at the age of young, say 25, 30, if you are suffering from lungs cancer or some problem, what will happen? If with the drink you go out of order and something happens, the other person may take advantage of it, what will be the life carrier for you? So, unless the teaching of smoking, advantages, disadvantages, drinking advantage, disadvantage, weed, that promotion of the smoking, cigarette, and then drugs, further cocaine and that, further extension of the weed, and then LSD and many more. Unless you know the disadvantage of it, that this weed will take you now from the lungs to the brain. Now brain cells are so precious, which operates your body. Controlling center is the brain. So once you take weed, there are the sensations one day will come to the halt, and that enjoyment of weed which you have temporarily will not come. Then you will go to the further cocaine, then you will go further LSD, then you will go further to many more, and this will one day destroy your brain itself. Destroy. So destroying of the brain means you are not in sense for anything, because controlling center is disturbed. And because of this controlling center is disturbed, you cannot live the life enjoyable. You will be in anger, you will be disturbed, tenseful, worriedful, and life will be just like a dead body. Because then you will go to the doctor will give you pills, and that pills will give you temporary remedy for the brain, but that inside clouds of anger will remain, which are just cooled down by the your tablets. But you are not completely cured unless you know what you are doing is right or not. Unless you know that smoking, drinking, drugs, weed, physical relationship, or what you say social media, that every time you are just going to the social media continuously with the mobile addiction, completely not, you are not looking one and continuously continue, Instagram, instant. You see, within a minute you are reaching to the 3 programs, just going in seconds. So this brain is not grasping one, you are going to the other, not grasping one, going to the other. So cluster of these thoughts in the brain will not bring you to the reality of your life. Reality only comes when you go deep into some subject. If you are open, just see it. Look into it. Unless the brain is taking signal, giving you reply, you reach to the next, you reach to the next. So this Instagram, what you have with you in the mobile, instantly will break your brain one day. Because you are not listening the one in depth. You have to choose your subject through the Instagram. It is the sample. What you say, reels or shorts. You just fill up that which thing you want to see. This is a sample. Go in detail in YouTube or whatever app or whatever websites. You go into detail and search and select. Now these are my suggestions. 1, 2, 3. I will listen to them. No need of forgetting all every time Instagram. Your subjects, you are medical student, you are spiritual student, you are engineering student, you are catering student, whatever you are, cooking student, go to those particularly points and go in detail. That you listen, subscribe them. Why you want everything you should know? Your brain is having the capacity for outside materialistic world grasping. Remember it. Your brain cannot go beyond 15% for the materialistic things, beyond 5%. 85% brain is not made for the outside world. 85% brain is made for the spiritual world. Spiritual world means, who am I? From where I have come? Why is my father? She is my mother. Why becoming my lover? Why my beloved? Why this husband or wife? What the life is? Why I am officer? Why I am not? I am peon? Why I am clerk? Why I am in America? Why I am in Delhi? Why I am in village? Why I am physically somewhere disabled? Why I have so many disease? What will happen when I die? My body they will take to the graveyard or to the cremation ground. Where will I go after death? These all questions are pertaining to spirituality. And for this 85% of the brain is made. So whatever you can give to the brain of that 15% is just putting your brain on certain things. Not that you become complete knowledgeable for the whole universe, which is not your subject. Your subject you should consider, and rest you should know about all 85% using the brain. 7 to 9% only brain is used by those people who are taking the cluster of all studies. One who is reaching to the particular subject of the materialistic world, they go to the using the brain up to 15%. 1-5. That 15% brain means generally people uses the brain from 5-7% to 9 maximum. Up to 9 to 15 is used by only those to whom you say the scientists, researcher, Wright brothers, research the plane. Only plane was the subject. Light, Thomas Edison, only light was the subject. Law of motion, Faraday, only that motion law. Only once they goes to use their brain up to 15%. Rest people are not using their brain. Let it be you are on the topmost chair, you are anywhere, and that brain, if you are using on certain subjects, you will remain in little cool and calm. You are having multiple subjects with 7-9% brain mean cluster of cells are damaging in your brain. And that becomes the depression for you. So, Instagram is only to choose the subject for your life. Don't try to become master if you are not going for some IAS exam. If you are going for IAS also, just see the syllabus. You are in business, see for business. You are in spirituality, just go for spirituality. Spirituality is permanent and complete common subject for all people, all human beings on earth. Because 85% brain only starts working when you go deep in spirituality. All these questions I have said to you. So unless you have the knowledge of your being, you will just go here and there and continue to see that young and their brain. You see, every third person, every third young is going into depression as per the reports. Every third is officially, unofficially, every second person is in depression, young especially. And you see, if today is such a rate, after 10 years, 20 years, you can say every young will be in depression. If this same speed goes on. You go to USA, they are also saying 1 out of 5 youngs are in depression. And around the world, they say 1 out of 20 is in depression. Out of 800 crore, this is official figure of very old. And now after corona, if you go to any psychiatrist, ask them the patient's number, they are saying double, triple. in 2 years. So what is the reason? Going into the different subjects which are not of your this career or entertainment, unnecessarily listening everyone, and everyone includes the good and the bad. Good and the bad. Does not know anything about spirituality and just talking about the God. Does not know anything about the medical science, talking about like doctor. Not knowing anything about the engineering, talking like engineer. So there are thousands and lakhs of these type of gurus had come on the mobiles, Instagram, your YouTube, and free of cost. YouTube is not asking any amount, not asking any degree, not asking any certificate. They just say viewers, subscribe and viewers 800 crore people are there. And our youngs are tuck, 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 Instagram, tick, 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 subscribe, like. So everyone, even an illiterate person does not know anything, let him write anything, send anything on mobile, they will get lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh people. So by the 3 lakhs viewer and subscriber, that people start following and that number comes. And they do not know what they are speaking, are they real or just like that, taking advantage of your this brain which is going here and there, creating all cluster of thought, and one day taking you to the depression. So at last, doctor will come. And doctor will suppress your mind. That will not be clear unless your thoughts are deviated to the right direction. Thoughts are the engine which are required to be directed to the right direction about yourself, what one wants, career and entertainment. So you go to the career, if you're a doctor, why you want to listen all engineers and others? Huh? If you're going in the account side, why you want to listen to all others? Why? You go for your subject and entertainment. If you are going for some exam, you need a vast study. If you are in politics, just go for politics. Or if take some subjects, why you want to go every time to Instagram? Search your subjects, go to the explanation, and if it relaxes you, it takes you away from all your toxicated states, which brings you the real sense and the bliss state, just go through it, get to it, not the problem. But the subject which is making you disturbed, distracted, tenseful, throw them out. Don't look into them, reject them, dislike them. That is what required. But if you keep your brain completely busy with different subjects which are not of your use, your brain is going to get punctured. And punctured brain only goes into the somewhere tired. Someone will say, take drink, yaar. And drinking, you think, relax, temporary relax. You are going out of your mind. Drugs, temporary relax, going out of your mind. One day, relationships, because you are not in mind, disturbed, relationship will break. Love needs peace. Love needs relax. But your love is disturbed because mind is disturbed. Any one of your partner says something you will not like, there is a fight. Relationship breaks. Where the love will stand? Love cannot stand with the cluster of thoughts in the brain. If you are peaceful by brain, love will stand still. You will enjoy that. With the drinks and drugs, with the smoking, if you think I will enjoy the life, that is temporarily. You have to think that brain is made for the enjoyment, for living the life peacefully. God who created you was not disturbed while making you. God who had made you, his completely state is peace. He is in bliss. He is looking after the whole universe. And what you are looking after, you are not able to look after your small body. Your brain is so disturbed, distracted, depressed that you are not able to know what are the disadvantages of drinks, drugs, relationships, smoking, your all social media, cluster of things to watch. So, at last, to tell you, if you really want to live this life, which is very invaluable life in you, this physical body is made by the one who is the God, the creator, and the one is only sustaining you. In your body, the life is there, which is connected to the supreme life, energy to supreme energy, conscious to superconscious, to whom we say creator, God. Because of the one you are moving, and one day you will be destroyed, death which we say. Where will you go? So you have to understand yourself, who you are, what is the actual role of your life, not to get into that toxicated states by some smoking, drinks, or drugs, or physical relationship, not knowing about the love. Just go in physical relationship, then the system of marriage will break. Why marriage is required? You should know marriages were only made for the physical relationship to get out of your that lust and go in the entertainment state, not otherwise. And if you go before the marriage in this physical relationship, then why marriage is required? Why? And if you are interested for the children, then also marriage is required. But if relationships are before marriage, then after also marriage, if you go to some other relationships, will not be acceptable by your partner. Because marriage is a bondage. In the bondage, you cannot move here and there. So that there is a long way. If you are going in relationship, will spoil your marriage if you go into marriage. If you go into a children, also children will not be somewhere taken care of if you are in relationships all the time. Because it will break your relationship. Then divorce, as you see now, every second marriage getting divorced, and children will be not looked after. So there is a whole system beyond physical relationship. Have some insight, dream of going into physical relations. Why to go in the hiding? Go for something in the brain, something you keep secret for after marriage if you want to go for marriage. If no marriage, not the problem. But if marriage is the aim, then you should keep in mind relationships you should have as a secret treasure. I will search it out. I will enjoy that moments after the marriage only. But if no marriage required, your thought, if no children required, then not the problem. Wherever you are, because that is a part of body, but don't expect love from anybody. The main mistake is you are expecting the love, and love is without anything in return. Love definition is, love means you are doing something for someone, you are not expecting from the other. If at all you are expecting, you are not attached to the expectations. Otherwise you will be hurted. So love means to give. As the creator has given you body, today you drink, you drugs, whatever you are doing, God, the creator, is not asking you anything in return. Whether you are going for search of him, whether you are using your 85% brain for the spirituality or not, he is giving you everything. This is called love of the God. That's why Jesus said love is God. Love is God. Do you love in that way you are God? Or your partner is God? So, first you should understand what the life is. So, knowledge of your being is very important. Knowledge of these drinks, drugs, weed, physical relationships, social media, all is very important. And for that, you have to sit near a master, near a teacher who will let you know about all the good and bad effects of all. And then it is in your hand which route you want to follow. And if you get into it, I give you guarantee, once you get knowledge of it, and in the company of that college or anywhere, you will not be deviated to all those things, because ultimately anything you go and do for your happiness, blissfulness, and after knowing, you will understand that happiness and blissfulness is inside you, and automatically your life will move in that direction. If you go 75 or 50 years back, ask your grandparents, what was the life? Was there any social media? Was there any this your drugs? Was there any these all relationships? It was, but not so wide, not so open, because there was no market for it. When there is no demand, no supply. Simple rule of economics. If there is a demand, supply will come. So 50 years, 70 years back, you ask your grandparents, your father, there was no market for it, no demand, so no supply. When there was no demand, no supply was there. All were enjoying more enjoyment than today in this era of complete development. So, if you want to really live the life peacefully, not getting into depression, you just change your thoughts with the knowledge of your being. Use your 85% brain part, which is blank, completely pure. Get into it, and you will see the all changes in your life. And that 85% part relates to the spirituality about your life. And the spiritual master, when you sit with the one who talks about that 85% brain, about you first, who you are. Once you get any mobile or laptop, firstly you know the brochure, what is this in that. One mobile costing 5,000, one costing 1,50,000. Why you purchase 1,50,000 mobile? Why you purchase 40,000 mobile? Because there are features in that. You, the invaluable body, invaluable, why I say? One dies, let it be any richest man of the world, dies. If the one gives the complete money, all that amount, maybe billions of dollars, one cannot bring the breath for 1 second. That's an invaluable body. And at last, let it be the beggar or the richest man of the world, let it be on the topmost chair or the peon, all will go to the graveyard, same dust cremation ground. So theory of between birth and death, you should know what the life is. So that connects with your spirituality. So spirituality means one, the teacher who had gone through all this and had tasted blissful enjoyment moments and is in the same state of mind, stable all the time, in all the situation, living like you, outside same, but inside stable. So get in touch with the spiritual master and change your thought, nothing else. It is just a thought. The doctor in psychiatry will say chemicals. So chemicals are just releasing with the thought. If you have the thought, I am going to temple, chemicals will release in the same way. If I thought I go for the drinks, same chemical will come. I want to go for the drugs, same chemical. I want to go in relationship, same chemicals will move. So chemicals are nothing but the follower of your thoughts. So thoughts are the engine taking your life from this drugs, drinks, relationships and social media, all to get in the better use, not living, better use, and get connected to your final state, the blissful, enjoyable all the time. And let me tell you, it is all tested in the laboratory of this brain. Which brain? My mind. Experienced all that. And I'm telling you, because of that experiences, sitting like you in the world of materialistic life, smoking, drinking, all things surrounding, and how came out of it with the enjoyment and blissful state today. That's why I'm saying you. So everything is experienced. So in this small lecture to you, I hope little you have understood. And if you want to deviate your thoughts from this outside materialistic, disturbed drinking, disturbed smoking, disturbed drugs with disturbed physical relationship, disturbed social media, to the enjoyable smoking, drinking, drugs, relationships and social media, the little will change. I will give you a different type of drugs, different type of smoking, different type of your weed, different type of relationship, different type of social media. That the product will call spiritual smoking, spiritual drinking, spiritual drugs, spiritual physical relationship, spiritual social media. Means what? How to use all these things, how to go through it and get something bigger. Because once you get the palace, then only you leave your hut. Unless you get the big, if you get Mercedes, then only you leave your small Honda City. So I'll give you something very bigger in my treasure, which will give you relax, happiness, blissful state all the time in 24 hours throughout. This is not that. I am just saying, I guarantee to it. Just continue with me for 30 lectures and experience it. Otherwise, you are living your life, no binding here, nothing asking to you, but just listen. You are listening many things. Listen 30 lectures and you'll come to know what the life is. Thereafter, in your hand to go how deeper and how long with me for the destination, which is called the permanent home from where you came. Meet your father, the real mother, to whom we say the creator. That is what my aim and that is what I can give to you. My aim is just to take you there. But in that, will you come or not? That is your choice. Because your aim is deviated. I have achieved that aim. So if you come with me to that final state where we have to go one day, in one birth or in one era, then welcome to the Godom journey. GHJ.